Introducing REO Photo, a one-of-a-kind property management network.
Hi guys, this is Brad Donaldson, the Android developer here at Mobile Business Concepts, and I am here to run you guys through a quick tutorial of REO Photo. Now obviously the first thing you want to do is go ahead and download REO Photo from the Google Play Store, and once you've done that, you just go ahead and navigate to it among your apps and click on it, and you'll see a pretty splash screen and then followed by this screen. Now, if you haven't signed up for an account yet, you should go ahead and go to reophoto.com and do that. This tutorial assumes that you already have an account. So for now, you just enter the email address that you signed up with into this part. I'm just using an example account that we've created. Alright, and once you go ahead and do that, it'll log you in. It'll ask you if you want to view the tutorial. Now, obviously, this video is going to teach you how to do all these things, but this gives you a quick overview of anything you may need to know. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, now we're at the job list page, and from here, before we jump straight into it, let's go ahead and open up the menu. If you look at the top bar, we have a sync button and a menu button. For now, let's go ahead and open up the menu. And you'll see there's a bunch of options here. Let's go ahead and check out the settings. Alright, now on the settings page, you have quite a few options. The first is the time and date stamp, which is automatically on. Basically, all your photos will be automatically stamped with time and date, so you don't have to worry about it. If you work for a company that doesn't necessarily want that, or just for any reason you want to, you can turn that off to where it won't be stamped anymore. There's automatically checking for updates, which is a pro feature. And what this does is basically every few minutes it pings the server and says, hey, is there anything new for me? And it'll do that automatically whether the app is open or not, and it'll let you know about it. If there's any new jobs, any updates to your jobs, anything like that, it'll let you know about it. Custom photo name is basically as you take the picture, you can name the picture. So you take the picture and immediately you have the option to go ahead and give it a name. Now you can rename it later, even if this option is off, but this just lets you do it just in one process. We have multi-shot mode, which is a standard feature, and basically what this does is when you open up the camera, you'll be able to take multiple pictures at once instead of having to take a picture, then save it, and then open up the camera again, take another picture. No, you just open up the camera one time, take about as many pictures as you need to, and then you'll be able to select from them which ones you want, and then just save them. Now the image resolution, the standard is the normal, 640 by 480 resolution. Small is half of that, and large is double that. So if you're worried about if you need to sync in like a 3G area instead of a Wi-Fi, and you're worried about it taking up your data, you may want to do small photos. Your normal standard photo size is just going to be standard, and then if you want a little more detailed, a little more higher resolution photos, you go ahead and select large. So that's it for the settings page. Make sure you have multi-shot mode turned on, and let's move on. Alright, now that we're back on the jobs page, let's go ahead and press that sync button. Let's give you a few options. For now, just go ahead and hit sync with server, which will, since you have no jobs, it'll just go grab all your jobs for you. Now you'll notice we have three tabs down here. We have the pending, which means jobs you have not accepted yet. We have accepted, which means your jobs you're currently working on, and we have unsent, which is completed jobs that you have not sent to the server yet. So for now, we go to our pending, and let's go ahead and click on this job. Alright, now this is the pending job page, and what this will do is this will give you any, a description of the job, the address, any contractor notes that there might be. It'll allow you to go ahead and view any tasks that there are. So for instance, this one just has the living room task. It'll let you go ahead and map the job and accept the job. So let's go ahead and accept the job. Alright, this takes us to the job overview page, which also gives you all the description things, but if you'll notice there's a few extra options. Again, we can look at our tasks, but we can also look at our photo albums and our notes. So for now, let's go ahead and go to the notes page. Go ahead and click the Add Note button, and then it asks you to enter a message. Now, this can be anything. This can be a bid. This can be notes about mold or just anything you find. There's job notes can really be anything. So for this, let's just say mold found in house, and you'll click save, and it'll show your note there. Any notes you take here will be shown. Now let's open up the menu. Now this is a cool thing about the menu. If you notice, there's a lot more options now. The forecast will show you the forecast at the location of the job. Map, again, will map you to the job. You can take photos and notes from here, and you can navigate pretty much anywhere you need to. So for now, we want to go back to the jobs overview page, so we'll click on that, and it'll take us back here. Alright, let's go ahead and open up your tasks. And see, we already have a task here for the living room, but we can also add more tasks. And what this does is it allows the field rep to kind of do anything that wasn't planned for. Like if there's some damage that wasn't planned for, you'll just click on the add remove button here. You'll say add new task, and then you'll type in repair damage and save. And then now we have a new task. So let's go ahead and click on that task. And then you can also complete the task here. So you hit complete task and say complete. And if you'll notice, when you get back to your task list, it has a nice little check mark next to it, letting you know that you've already done that task and that you can move on to other things. Alright, from here, let's go ahead and open up our menu again. Go back to the job overview. Alright, and here's where you take the photo. You can select before, during, or after. And as you can see, if your phone supports flash, then you can go ahead and set the flash. You go ahead and hit the red button to take pictures. You can take as many as you like and hit done. And then you select which ones you want to keep. Click Use Selected Photos. Now go ahead and go to your job albums, and you can see your photos are there. Go ahead and click on one and click on Add Note. And on this screen, you can circle any area, and it'll go and pop it to a square for you, and then you can add a note to that specific area of the photo. So if you have anything that you want to portray about the photo specifically, like any damage or any, just anything you want to point out very specifically, you can go ahead and put that there. Go ahead and click done. As you can see, your photo notes there at the bottom. From here, you can rename the photo, or you can delete the photo. Alright, from here, let's go ahead and open up our menu again. Go back to the job overview. And once you are completely done with everything you need to do, once you've taken all the photos and added all the notes you needed to, you can just go to the complete job button down at the bottom of the job overview page. And you just say complete. And if you notice, that sends it to your unsent tab. Alright, now let's talk about this sync button a little more. Now, what the options here are: check for updates. Simply ask the server, hey, is there anything new that I need to know about? Any new jobs, any updates to my jobs, anything like that. If there is, you'll have a little number that'll pop up next to it. Now what sync with server does is, and I recommend strongly that you're in a Wi-Fi area when you do this, what sync with server does is it sends everything you need to send, all your tasks and notes and photos and photo notes and anything you may have, and once the job is completely sent up and it double checks to make sure that everything is on the server, it deletes it off your phone so that you can have room for more jobs. Now this also, it deletes any photos, anything like that, and puts them to the server. Now you can still go to the web portal and see everything, but it's off your phone, so you don't have to worry about it anymore. So once you've done that, they'll get it at the server, and they will check it out and hopefully approve it and everything. And once all that is done, you don't need to log out normally. You can just keep working, and you never need to log out of the application. But if for some reason you need to switch users, or for security reasons, whatever the reason you want to log out, it will erase all your data. Any photos, any notes, anything you have will be erased. So be very careful when you're using this logout function. Now, it wants you to sync before you log out, but you don't have to. And if you don't, you will lose your data. So this brings you back to the beginning, and Thank you very much for listening to the tutorial.